Welcome to Introductory Statistics 1. We are now on Unit 5, Numerical Characteristics of Random Variable. Well, with the Unit 5, we're going to begin with Section 1. We have our 6 sections to cover in this. So Section 1 has a theme, Expectation of Discrete Random Variable. So in this, what will we be looking forward to? Well, by the end of this session, you should be able to explain what mathematical expectation is and how to calculate the expected value of a discrete random variable. Mathematical expectation of a discrete random variable. Now, what do we mean by mathematical expectation of discrete random variable? It simply means the expected value of a random variable, let's say x. And that expected value, usually we refer to it as the mean of the random variable. So in a simple mathematical expectation of a random variable x is often referred to as expectation or expected value of x. Or in other words, that's the mean of the random variable x. Another way to ask you to find the mean of a random variable, they could ask you to find the expected value of x. That simply means the mean of s. So definition, how do we find expectation or expected value of x? Definition. So if you have a random variable, as of course a discrete one, of course, let's say x1, x2, x3 up to xn. Let's assume those values are discrete random variable, and in each discrete random variable they have their corresponding probabilities as probability of x1, probability of x2, probability of x3 up to probability of xn. Then how is the expectation computed? So the expectation of x denoted by E of x is given by E of x equal to x1 multiplied by its corresponding probability P of x1 plus x2 multiplied by its corresponding probability P of x2 plus up to xn multiplied by its corresponding probability P of xn. So in summary, the expected value is the summation of all xi multiplying the corresponding probabilities of xi, and xi starting from 1 up to n. So simple, right? Yes. Now let's move on with an example and see what we're talking about. So let's deal with example 1. Example 1. Find the expected value of the discrete random variable x that has the following probability function. So we have x, the random variable x, assuming the values -2, -1, 0, 1, and 4 from the table. And each random variable has its corresponding probability. So probability, for example, probability of -2 is 0.10. Probability of -1 is 0.20, and it continues that way. Of course, this is a PMF because when you add all the probabilities, you should have 1. That gives us a probability mass function. So if you add all the probabilities, it should be equal to 1. Of course, when you add all the probabilities, you see that you go to 1. But if a question is given like this, and you are asked to find the expectation or the expected value, in a simple sentence, you have to find the mean. So how do we find the mean? Now we could find the mean, as we said by definition, the expected value is equal to the summation of each random variable together with its corresponding probability. So we pick the first random variable, that is -2, and -2, and it goes with its corresponding probability, that is 0.10. So -2 times 0.10 plus minus 1 times each corresponding probability 0.20 in that order, and the result will give us 1.05. That's simple. That's the expected value. Quite simple, right? Well, let's then continue for other examples and see. Example 2. Calculate the expected value of x in the following. So you are given a random variable that's 1, 2, 3 up to 5, and its corresponding their corresponding probabilities. And of course, it's still a PMF. When you add the probabilities, you get 1. So in this case, how do you do that? So the first random variable 1 has its corresponding probability, that's 0.1. So 1 times 0.1 plus 2 times 0.3 in that order, after the last random variable 5 times 8 corresponding probability 0.3. So what will be the answer? Just doing the sum multiplication and then sum everything. So the algebra is now there for you. Hope you could get the answer. Yes, you can continue to find the answer. That's very good. Thanks for watching.